Hello everybody, now it's March 17. VIX volatility index went down, um, second, well, actually third, red candle, small, but very small, top candle, or top wick, and that's too small, but bigger, bottom, like, it went way down. It is definitely, bearish. Um, because it's VIX, bearish VIX means there's less uncertainty uncertainty in the market. Risk appetite is smaller. So yeah, that's the VIX, and actually yeah, at this point it could keep going down. Um yeah, it probably goes down if to look left. There's usually four, five, or more candles that goes down in a row. So I'm guessing it will be another red day tomorrow. Dollar index, um other red candle, very big top wick, smaller but still sizable. Bottom wick, it's above the 9 EMA. Mm, I'm guessing the next day it's going to go down. Let's see if it holds at the 9 EMA. Um, and here's actually at this level there's, well, let's see, support resistance. Well, there's a support resistance up here. That's definitely, but that's way off. The current price is way off of that. So let's see. There's kind of one here, which kind of where it is right now. It could go down. Um, the high is up here. So yeah, I think the EMA will hold it. Well, it will go down towards it. If it breaks, then it's gonna go down a lot. But anyways, it went down a bit. Not like it's definitely looks like beginning of a trend, at least until tomorrow. Um, I'm guessing that this is going to go down tomorrow to like somewhere here. Forget lower DXY, higher risk appetite, and with the VIX also was also higher risk appetite. TLT, 20 pair, 20 year treasuries, US treasuries, it went up, but I thought it would go down to this kind of this level. It kind of went up. At this point, where it looks like it, it there's like a small candle, bigger candle layer, but the whole body is too small. Um, it kept up compared to the previous day. Um, at this point, I think it, it, I think it will be green tomorrow and will probably go up. And the 9 EMA will either hold it or break through it. My thought on this is actually there's kind of a, yeah, it's kind of it's support resistance here. Yeah, yeah. uh, which is close to the B90 MA, and these candles are in general pretty small. Yeah, it could go up. I I don't think it will break through the 90 MA. It could go up. At this point, it looks like it's going to. Well, the body of it's towards the bottom of the candle or the whole line. So I think it could go up. It could go sideways. Um, although there was a gap up, so I think it's more likely that it's gonna go up a little bit more. Um, yeah, that's it. So it's gonna go up a little bit, I think. Um, which kind of contradicts the previous two because stronger treasuries usually means there's higher risk, lower risk appetite. So it's kind of interesting. Because the first two was lower risk appetite, it's probably gonna go up or maybe go down. Yeah, at this point it could go both ways. Gold, yeah, I thought it would go sideways. It did. Small body, bigger handles or bigger wicks. It's kind of close to the 90 MA. The 90 MA is trending down. This candle is the red one, so at this point a tiny bit more bearish. Um, actually this could be a inverted flag, so it could actually go down a lot. Um, let's see, support and resistance. Again, there's one here, which kind of is where it is now. Um, if it breaks through, then there will be there will be a bigger red candle. I'm guessing it tomorrow it could go sideways or down. I think it's more bearish now. Um, on the gold, which means that the gold is going down, and inflation fears, and also inflation fears are lower, and also risk appetite is also um higher. Which is interesting because TLT and gold is also higher, but the DXY and the um no the VIX and TLD that's yeah the VIX and DXY was lower risk appetite. The TLT is higher to sideways to a little bit higher um risk or fear so lower risk appetite. Gold is also more like sideways but more bearish which means lower higher appetite. So gold and TLT kind of contradict VIX and no sorry I can't. Uh yeah, the gold is sideways to down. Yeah, so higher risk. Yeah. TLT and gold is also higher risk appetite and DXY and VIX is higher appetite, but lower appetite. So that's kind of let's see the US oil. Um, there's oops, this whole candle is kind of in between the open and the close. Um, the top wick is larger. Um, the bottom one is smaller than the top wick. The top wick is bit larger than the whole body. Um, looking at these two and maybe these three, four candles, it could probably go sideways. What this signals is the bulls try to push it up, but they are very weak. They are bit stronger right now than the bears, but they're not very strong at all. The EMA, uh, 9 EMA is trending up. Um, then there's this green candle. But the green candle is way above the EMA trend line. Mm, it, I think it could go sideways, really. It's kind of in between the close of this candle, really. But it's small. It's it's still an active candle, but it's the current close price is lower than the open on this screen, so it's definitely the bulls are not very strong here. Um, I think it could kind of go up a little bit. Um, although the body is more closer to the bottom of the whole range. Um, so yeah, I think it could go sideways, probably a little bit more bullish right now. Um, let's see. There's let's see. This is where it's currently at. Uh, which is kind of clear compared to the very old 2022 candle. Yeah, it probably will go sideways. I think a little bit more towards the up, but I don't think it will break out of this red candle's range. It's we need to make more. So that is oil. Because it's not going up, that means that it's likely inflation fears are um bit tiny bit higher than compared to yesterday, but not really any considerable increase. So let's look at the SPX. Yes, it's probably gonna go sideways a little bit up here. That's my guess. SPX still trending downwards. The EMA is still trending downwards, although the slope itself is not as strong. The red candle, we crossed it, but ultimately was pushed down. I mean, the fact that it was pushed down means the greens, start, the bulls tried to break this trend line, but weren't really successful. It's not for now. It's still an open candle, so active candle. So the wick, top wick is large. The bottom wick is small. The top wick is big. The bottom wick is small. The body is also small. The body is towards the bottom of the whole range of the day. Which means it's definitely bearish. Um, let's see where the body is compared to the previous candles. It's still above than the previous days. It's kind of um in between the open loop and close loop. This one. Um, let's see what we. Yeah, there's one here. This one, kind of a range. Yeah, but it's too far away. Although the wick was getting close to it, so it might hold. Uh, level might hold. Is as a resistance. Let's see support. Uh, there's kind of a range here. This one, this one, this one. Which is, let's see, which is kind of here, the bottom. Yeah, it's actually interesting that the bottom of this candle is actually in line with the support, like here. Uh, so that is that looks like a strong support for now. Because it's kind of paused back up, and then the next candle is also above it. There's also a gap here. Mm, I think it's probably gonna go sideways, maybe a little bit up, maybe a little bit down. Well, but this is a red one, so but the red didn't close the graph. And I think it's probably gonna be somewhere here. The tomorrow's candle is gonna be go somewhere here. So it's slightly bearish, which means that the SPX itself is in terms of risk appetite, um it's higher. It's a lower appetite because it's the whole price is lower, and so there's a inverse correlation. So if the price of SPX goes down, then the risk appetite is also um down, which means there's the riskiness in people's minds and investors' minds is high. But it's not really going to go down a lot. So yeah, it's probably gonna hold here. If it's not holding here, then it's gonna break down. So there's kind of a missed signal there. Um, it's kind of in line with tomorrow's that it's gonna go sideways really. Um, could go up a little bit, could go down a bit, but it's kind of in a range or it's going to go sideways tomorrow. Yeah. Let's see which one. Except for the VIX, which could go down a lot. So kind of bit down with DXY. Actually kind of bit up on the TLT, sideways to down in gold. Oil sideways to a little bit up, more probably a little bit more up. Um, and this one is probably going to go down a bit. So mixed signals. Um, overall, bit more risk appetite. Um, so that was today's video. See you tomorrow.